first sight, this looks like regular paper, but it is in fact Durasafe, the substrate for the new Swiss banknote series. Durasafe is an innovative combination of paper and polymer, a plastic layer. The basis for the substrate consists of two thin, 100% cotton layers, which make up the front and back of the banknote. One of these layers of paper goes through a separate manufacturing process beforehand. During this process, the tried and trusted security thread, an ultra-thin foil, is applied to the paper using a combination of pressure and heat. Once it has been thoroughly checked and neatly rolled up, the paper leaves the unit. However, what makes Durasafe really ingenious is its sandwich construction of paper, polymer, paper. Total precision is required from the word go. Both sheets of base paper must be perfectly aligned in preparation for the subsequent processing steps. To start with, initial security features are applied to the front and back of the banknote. The cut-out elements, cross, flag and triangle, give the prospective note a unique appearance. Inside the sandwich is a layer of polymer, which is now injected in liquid form between the two layers of paper. This transparent polymer acts as a window, lending the note mechanical strength and enhancing security. The paper layers are bonded to the polymer core using a combination of pressure and heat. The security features are carefully inspected one last time before the Durasafe substrate gets rolled up. It is then cut into individual sheets for printing. Printing banknotes is a complex process. The first stage is to prepare the graphic data. For this, graphic designers and print experts work hand in hand. Printing plates for the various printing processes are created from the finished designs. Provided plates like this copper one meet all the quality requirements, printing process can commence. The special paper used for this, known as the Durasafe substrate, is delivered in stacked sheets. Before the finished banknotes leave the printers, they undergo no fewer than 10 processing steps. The Durasafe substrate itself already contains several security features. The process begins at the offset printing press, where a multicolored background print is applied to the paper. Both sides of the paper are printed simultaneously in a process that demands absolute precision. The print on the front and back of the banknote must be aligned down to the last millimetre. The importance of this precision becomes clear if you hold the sheet up to the light. The fragmented red and green lines combine to produce a Swiss cross. During the silk screen printing procedure, an iridescent band is applied to the back of the note. This makes the note more stable. An additional feature, the security strip, is integrated into the note using the foil application unit. The security strip is applied to the paper using a combination of pressure and heat. It consists of multiple layers and contains, among other things, red and green numbers. Looking at the note, you can make out the Alps, text in microlettering, and the number 50. In a second silkscreen printing procedure, a shimmering globe is applied to all 6 notes in the new series. The appearance and colour of the globe change depending on the viewing angle. Magnetic pigments are added to the ink in order to achieve this effect. The pigments are aligned using a magnetic field. If the note is tilted sideways, a golden arc moves across the globe. Intaglio printing is one of the most important stages in the printing process. Coloured inks are applied to the grooves in the printing plates. Both the front and back of the note are printed. Ink is applied to the paper under enormous pressure and at high temperatures, creating a relief structure that can be felt when touching the note. The micro-perforation unit is used to add a further security feature. A powerful laser burns tiny holes into the printed paper. If you hold the note up to the light, you can clearly see the perforations in the shape of a Swiss cross. The numbering press prints the 10-digit serial number on the back of the note. A combination of letters and numbers is applied using the letterpress printing technique. Special printing equipment ensures sequential numbering. Each banknote is thus unique and clearly identifiable. Varnishing is the last stage in the printing process. Each side of the note is coated in a thin layer of varnish, giving it a matte finish. The varnish protects the finished product against soiling and makes it more durable. At the cutting station, the sheets are cut lengthwise and crosswise to create finished banknotes. The last step in the production process is testing. Every detail of the notes is checked meticulously. Print layout, print quality and security features are all tested at a dizzying rate of 40 notes per second. Packed into bundles of 1,000, the notes are now ready to enter circulation. The Swiss National Bank in Bern. For over 100 years, Switzerland's independent central bank has been responsible for supplying and distributing cash and for issuing banknotes. This is also true for the freshly printed 50-franc notes from the new banknote series, which have just been delivered. Although the notes are checked thoroughly on site at the printers, the Swiss National Bank regularly performs its own spot checks. Quality and security are the top priorities. During the quality assurance process, the notes undergo visual inspection. Both the individual security features and the print quality are checked. Electronic methods are also used here, for instance when checking the shimmering globe. If the spot checks are positive, the notes are put into storage until they go into circulation. As with all articles of daily use, banknotes have a life cycle. Time and again, they find their way back to the place they were issued, the Swiss National Bank. When banknotes return to the Swiss National Bank, they are tested using sorting machines designed specifically for this purpose. Notes that no longer meet the required standards are immediately destroyed. The average life of a banknote is 3 years. When switching over to a new banknote series, the old notes are retained by the Swiss National Bank and then destroyed. A shredder cuts the paper into small snippets. These are then compacted and taken to the public waste incinerator. The vast majority of banknotes enter circulation via ATMs. Notes from the old series remain valid until further notice. They are only gradually replaced. But this is a distant prospect for the new series, which has only just taken its first step into the big wide world of payment transactions.